Um, and let's switch over to something that I care a little bit less about, y'all. Kim and Kanye and Kim are getting a divorce. I can't stand the freaking Kardashians. That's why I don't care. I can't stand them, and I'm less of a fan of Kanye just because of all his antics lately. Because I kind of put him like he was probably at the Capitol. He was probably one of the, that one black person that they found in the middle.
That was Kanye.
It was probably Kanye. But Kim and Kanye have a divorce. As we know, these people are multimillionaires. I'm also hearing that some of the Kardashians are actually billionaires. How do y'all feel about Kim and Kanye getting a divorce? And how y'all feel about after getting a divorce? How do we split these assets? What do we do with all our stuff? Rue.
Yeah, so okay, so I will say that I'm kind of on Kanye's side, because I heard that like he has openly admitted, like kind of made comments towards his kids never being like their mother. And so he does identify that there is some issues with the Kardashians' character.
Yes. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So he just openly said that, oh, my daughters ain't never gonna be like they mama. This is not gonna happen. Now my kids will never do this. This is not allowed. I'd be I'd be doggone if my kids turn out like like their mother or like the Kardashians. So he's vocally said that. So maybe that was like one of the main issues. Maybe she didn't like it because she's like, well, this is how I got you. But they're both opportunists. They both say and do things to stay in the headlines and in the limelight. So from that aspect, I don't really care for either one of them. But I feel like I want the kids to stay with dad just because of the potential of them maybe being raised a little bit more on the normal side. Like, because I wouldn't want my kids to be all starstruck, like doing weird stuff for the gram and having sex tapes and all that other stuff. And I just don't see her stopping it. Like, look at her sisters, look at her mom, look at her stepdaddy. I don't know.
I think for me, the sex tapes are the least of my worries. I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the Kardashians at all. However, what I will say about Kim Kardashian is that, and her mother, they're geniuses. They're marketing geniuses. I mean, if you want to talk about somebody who's famous for nothing, it's them. Like, they are famous out of nothing. Kim also has several philanthropic endeavors. She's definitely involved in social justice. Kanye, I've never been a huge fan of Kanye as a person. So I don't know if I could say I think the kids would be better off with Kanye for morality reasons, because Kanye literally said after he broke up with Amber Rose, he had to take 30 showers before he could even touch Kim Kardashian. What does that say about how he feels about black women? You know what I mean? So Kanye, either way, it's a toss up for me.
Oh, I do not care how he feels about black women. Just like I don't care how black men feel about other black women. That is not none of my business.
I care because when you're raising black women, it definitely engenders certain types of treatments.
You're never gonna put your kids in the same box as you view other women. If anything,
oh no, baby. I can tell you right now from experience. I can tell you from experience.
For men that have black women as children, obviously, and they go above and beyond to make sure that their kids do not turn out like their so-called, I guess, stigma or stereotype of that same racial group. Like they want, it's like a catch-22. Like they feel a certain type of way, but they don't want their kids to be that certain type of way. So they'll do anything to prevent it.
But I'm not talking about like the sex tapes and things like that. Like that's I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is when you have internalized anti-blackness that makes you say things in public like slavery was a choice, or I had to take 30 showers before I could even touch Kim after being with Amber Rose. You had some internalized anti-blackness there that really makes me concerned about how you're going to raise your black children. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
what is
seen
the
more of that,
message?
Courtney. I've seen
Huh?
more of that than the let me treat my daughter like a princess.
Big time.
I didn't experience that personally. My dad loved us all, but I
Mm-hmm.
do have a family member who has some very deep
Whew.
um issues, and
Yes.
you can see it. Their children don't hang with us. Their children, even when they come down for family reunions, it yeah, it's a big difference. I've
Yeah.
seen that. But as far as like Kim and Kanye, I think Kim and Kanye need to stay together on an island by themselves. And then one of Kanye's aunties need
I
to
like
come and
that.
get them babies and raise them babies. Like, I don't care what Kim do. I don't care what Kanye does. Those babies are the
Yeah.
ones that I'm worried about, because the
Very.
mama crazy and the daddy crazy.
That's
And
what
then I honestly believe, I think Kanye was already, he was going there, but I think Kim helped and she fueled this crazy that Kanye has, because
Mm-hmm.
you can't lay beside someone. Well, I'm going to remove her. I can't lay beside someone every night and claim that I love them, knowing that love means their well being is more important than mine. And not say, look, baby, something's wrong up here. We finna go get some help. Y'all know how I am about getting help for your
Mm-hmm.
mental. I don't see how they stayed married this long and she wasn't publicly saying, y'all help me get my husband help. He stays in the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I look, somebody help me. He won't listen to me. I'm calling his aunties, his grandmas, his mom is there. I'm doing whatever I can, because if this is my husband and I love him, I'm going to go get him help. It wasn't
So
there.
she did try, and that's one of the reasons that this divorce is happening, because after several attempts of getting him counseling and things of that nature, and he didn't respond well, this is where we are. And
With him, though, is that the reason why they said that they were getting a divorce, because of his
I
mental
that
health?
I think they're
it's
getting a
one of the
divorce
reasons.
because kind of my take on it. I think they're getting a divorce because Kim has a history of spitting and chewing up and spitting out black men. That's just her. Until her stuff is rotted up and she's no longer her, she will always chew up and spit out black men. That's
She's
just
gonna
what
go buy another one.
that's
So wait a
just
minute.
what
So
she does. That's just what she does.
are we taking Kim? We're taking Kim's side, because
I'm not taking Kim's side. I'm not taking Kim's side. And here's the thing with the kids. I think that Kanye is unpredictable.
That's
Like
right,
Kanye
Shantae.
may be normal on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
but he may be something else on Wednesday. So I
Yes.
have to say I want him to get these kids.
hold up.
You can blame them. No, no, no. What I'm saying is I wouldn't say I want him to get these kids and then these kids be exposed to something and then
Exactly.
maybe one because I know mental illness. I know lots of people with mental illness and they're unpredictable. And if somebody asked me, kind of like with Michael Jackson, Devin, would you leave your kids with Kanye? I'd be like, hell no. I'm not leaving
Mm-hmm.
my kids with Kanye because I see
Well,
him as unstable. And when I think about Kim Kardashian and people like that raising children, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Kim is raising them damn kids. I think those kids are photo ops. I think they have 4 kids and they probably have 12 nannies that are
Mm-hmm.
raising kids. Kim, I don't believe that one Kardashian is raising these kids, but I also in my mind don't believe that Kanye will be raising these kids either. I think they walk through the house and be like, hey, look, hey, what's your name again? I don't even think they have those kinds of relationship with those kids because that's kind of how I see them. So I just feel like I feel like Kim shouldn't be raising them. Kanye shouldn't be necessarily raising them. They both should have visitation and have these children in their lives. I feel like kids need both their mom and their dad. I can't stand the Kardashians. I don't want them to put certain things in their minds, such as you're saying, as far as these children go. I'm thinking about the best interest of the kids, but I also in my mind don't believe that neither one of these human beings are hands-on with these kids as of like we're putting them in our situation. They ain't raising them
Devin, let me
kids up and
let
getting
me
and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. 'Cause y'all talk about Kim and how Kanye. You know what? I'm gonna be on Kanye's side for a second, cause y'all giving Kim all this. No,
Nothing.
let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's look at it like this. You got
Okay.
a beautiful chick that is just celebrity status, all on our own, whatever. And then you have this black man that lost his mother, that may have gone through some trauma, that is dealing probably with this crazy chick over here. And we all know that we have been there, where you have one side of the story that blows up, and then you have another side of the story that blows up. And because if we're going to go through, let's say, making Kanye the bad guy, why do you think that he's the bad guy? Because he says things that's a little bit unorthodox? That's not saying that he's not raising his kids. You already just said that, you don't believe that Kim's raising the kids. If he's spending majority of his time with the kids in the public eye, and they're not seeing that, not in the public eye, and he's actually at home taking care of his kids. He's a black father.
You don't know that, but you don't know that he's doing that.
I don't know what he's doing at, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because she does have the power to spin a story way more than he has an opportunity to clean his act, to look like he has cleaned his act up to the media.
Okay, Rue, let me give you a scenario as far as like a Kim Kardashian goes. All right, I ain't never met Kim, but I don't even really do social media like that. But here's the thing: I know how Kim is, and I know her reputation. So I'm gonna compare Kim to R. Kelly, and let me tell you why. We all know R. Kelly has a reputation. If I get with R. Kelly next month, you know what I'm saying, and he mistreats me and tell me that I can't eat at a certain time, and that he got me on a leash and walking me like a such and dog or whatever, and then I come to y'all next month and say, yo, I need y'all help. For some reason, R. Kelly, he treat me bad, and he telling me when I can eat. He telling me when I can drink. He telling me, y'all gonna say you knew damn well before you took your black A over there how R. Kelly was, and you shouldn't have took your black A over there and had 2 or 4 or 3 kids by him, because you should have expected this to happen. I feel the same way about Kanye. He knew Kim was chewing up and spitting out black men like snuff since the day before forever. And so he should have expected some of these repercussions. And she didn't make him crazy. He was going on stage saying stuff about Taylor Swift before he met her. He was walking Amber Rose like a dog before he met him. Child, Kanye, you know what? Kanye,
okay, let me interject.
And then in March, you're going to see him with a MAGA hat on, sitting at Trump House talking about, this is my president. Girl, Kanye can go on by his
wait.
To think about him. Keep them kids
all I wanted to say was my apologies. I don't follow Kim and Kanye, so I didn't know that Kim had tried to get him some help. So all y'all coming out there saying she did shit, my bad. But I still stand where I stand. Neither one of them need them kids. They either need to let the nannies have them or let one of his aunties have them, because I don't think the Kardashians have a good record of raising children from these other girls. So no.
They raise little thoughts. Kanye is crazy.
Which auntie though the kids go?
First of all, Kanye don't touch none of them people in Chicago.
Kanye black. You know he got an Aunt Shirley. He got an Aunt Edna.
Miss Shirley and Louise.
I'm not raise them kids like they supposed to. Everybody know that he black. He got an Aunt Shirley somewhere that'll help him with the kids.
I know, right?
But he said he doesn't associate with his family in Chicago anymore. He said
that. You know, let me tell you something about black families though. Even if they don't mess with you, they mess with your kids.
They gonna make sure the babies are okay.
Drop your kids off. Now you may not be able to come in there and get a plate, but drop Junior off and little Miss off and come in here and get a plate, and you go on about your business and you come get them next week. And if you treat them kids, your cousins, your auntie, your daddy, all of them will fight you about them kids. So he got an Aunt Shirley or Aunt Edna or Martha somewhere.
Not the names.
Everybody got an F. The girl could blame.
Look, I gotta put a disclaimer. I was trying to uplift our black king, but I was crazy. It's okay. They'll get it.
I thought Kanye was crazy when he put that paper on the CD cover.
You gonna pray? Everybody put your finger up. We gonna pray on it. Pray on it.
I'm not. I refuse. I am not going to waste my breath on my prayer. I'm not. God looking down at that food like I tried.
No. Kanye. I tried to defend you. It didn't
Go
work.
on about the second. You had Ruth for a second now. I think she even got it admit.
No.
And you need to go on about your business and stay away from them kids. Sorry. So
Well,
y'all, we say the kids. Kids say the kids. Granny, Papa, Caitlin, Bruce could raise them. Now keep Bruce away from them kids too.
no.
No, them kids got enough going on. Don't confuse them with all that, because they're gonna be like, no, let's no, I won't even go there in case
They gonna nope.
we ain't
All
gonna
right,